Welcome to Tsa-Jelon.
You look nice. I envy the women where you come from. We don't get to see many men, and not many of them are as smart as you. Why don't you spend some time with us? But you must visit Siniver, our mayoress. I bet she'd be more than happy to meet you.
Hi, you're new here, aren't you? Have you heard we're having our big fairy beetle races again this afternoon? Everyone here is really excited. The competitors are already tuning their racing beetles up like world champions. Have you ever seen a racing beetle? No? Then you've got to join our race. We'll find you a beetle. Go on, go over to Siniver and get your entry permit. I'll wait for you here.
Have you heard of our great city of Jelon? It's the nicest place in the whole world, honestly. But to reach Jelon, you must cross the great river, which, unfortunately, you cannot do at present. Jackal, the troll who guards the bridge, won't let anyone past, which means we don't get any visitors at the moment. That's a shame. You would have really liked it. But Siniver, our mayoress, is dealing with the problem.
So, finally someone has managed to gather the 3 seals, which those frivolous young women lost in the forest, and bring them back to Duna. Hopefully that will cheer her up a bit. She's been very quiet since the river poisoner returned.
Hello, Melvin. My name is Merina, and I'm responsible for growing and caring for the young saplings in the forest. But as you may have heard and noticed, all the water in the forest has just turned into a boggy, slimy, and above all, toxic soup. Now I haven't got anything to water my saplings with, and without water they'll soon perish. I know that Erwin, the Mistress of Winter, still has some clear water in her pool. Please, take this bucket and ask her if she can let me have a bucket full. The faster you get back here, the more chance my saplings have of surviving. Could you hurry, please? My saplings need fresh, clean water urgently. Use the bucket to carry the water.
My name is Aruna. I am the harpist, and I made all the harps here in the fairy forest, including the one we usually use to soothe the bridge troll. But we can't do that now, I'm sorry to say, and all because those mischievous goblins have stolen the harp strings. I can't do anything to help at the moment, because like an idiot I've forgotten where I put my knife, without which I can't make any strings. I must have forgotten it somewhere in the village. And to crown it all, Gwen, my assistant, has disappeared since she went off into the forest with her tuning fork to tune some harps. If I only had a tuning fork and my knife, I could start dealing with things. Gwen, my assistant, has been captured by the goblins. Now I'm really worried. There are even rumors going around that the goblins have built a giant fort to the east of the meadow. What if they've taken Gwen there?
Have you heard that some nomads have set up camp close to our village? They are supposed to be so nervous that they haven't left their tents for days. Oh, what scare babies! Well, they can't just fly away from the goblins like we can. Welcome, Melvin. My name is Siniver, the mayoress of Tsa-Jelon. I've heard you're very interested in our life and history and would even like to help us with some of our present troubles. That's very nice of you, and in return, my extensive library is always at your disposal. I've got a very good book about Jackal, our bridge troll, for example. He usually protects us against unwanted visitors, but at the moment he seems to have gone mad and won't let anyone through. But perhaps we could start with the most urgent matters first. Merina looks after our plants here in the village. She needs fresh, clean water urgently to save her saplings from dying. Please help her, but don't forget to come back here afterwards so we can continue our conversation. Don't forget to return to me once you've helped Merina.
Hello, little stranger. I suppose you're Mel, the young man all the fairies are talking about. My name is Erwin, the mistress of winter. I make sure the winters in the fairy forest are nice ones, and I also look after the plants around here. Unfortunately, that's rather difficult at present, because the forest is threatened by a dark power. We're afraid the river poisoner, a ghastly creature from our mythology, has returned to destroy our forest by poisoning our waters and rivers. In the long term, this will threaten all the life in the forest, and I can't do much about it, as I have to use magic to shield my pool, which is the last clean water from the earth. But my magic only works if I'm nearby, so I can't leave. But I'd be happy to give you a bucket of fresh water from Aruna, and take this blue ice flower of winter. Keep it carefully in your rucksack. You'll know when you need it.
Very strange. A book on a bookshelf with nothing in it. Or did the author use invisible ink, perhaps? I can't read it anyway. What a strange book. I don't know what language it's written in. I can't even work out the title. No point in reading it, I suppose. What a strange book. I don't know what language it's written in. I can't even work out the title. No point in reading it, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sorry, Melvin, but I use all my powers and concentration for guarding my pool against outside forces.